Good morning, everybody. We thank you for joining us on the Pix 11 Morning News. It is Tuesday, January 12th, 4:30. I'm John Muller.
And I'm Kirstin in for Vanessa Freeman. We're going to kick you off this morning with a look at your weather. Giuliani's comments ahead of the Capitol Hill riots could now cost him his life. Authorities, though, are bracing for protests in the nation's capital. And we now know what that inaugural theme will be. It is America Unite.
John Muller, 5 o'clock, 34 degrees. Good to have you here, Kirstin, by the way.
So chilly out. I got to tell you, man, that's it's a real slap in the face when you walk out the door.
It's cold up, but I tell you what, it was colder yesterday, man. So we're getting there.
You know what? I like your optimism. You're on the sunny side of the street, John.
Much, man. It was windier yesterday, too. But let's let the...
On an article of impeachment against President Trump tomorrow, if Vice President Mike Pence does not got to be in the office.
The whole morning show, practically. If you turn on the news, tomorrow and...
color bars.
There's color bars?
Right.
You know we won't. All right, she's 104. She's still going strong. Coming up, meet one of the oldest COVID survivors in the tri-state. Morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, January 12th. Time right now, 5:29. I'm John Muller.
And I'm Kirstin Cole, in for Vanessa Freeman. Here's what we're working on. To get their hands on the vaccine, they can either book an appointment through the United Federation of Teachers or use the city's site. In the meantime, we now know that the inaugural theme will be America Unite. The Capitol, former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani made incendiary remarks to the president's supporters in which he called for, quote, trial by combat. Now those words have him facing possible expulsion from the State Bar Association. There are also questions whether he might face criminal charges. Pix 11 Shirley Chan has the latest on all.
Car started extra early, so I, get out to a warm car. Good morning, LIE. Some trouble here. It's a crash westbound right at exit 19. Right before everyone, we do have a stalled work train to report here. So the 7 train, we are seeing delays. Switching issues remain for the F and M trains as well. So these are the 3 subways that you have to worry about this morning as far as delays. Everything else here, got to point out what's happening now with PATH trains. We do have this tweet in from New Jersey PATH trains, Newark to World Trade Center. We are seeing delays there. And again, this is because a crew reported a broken rail between Harriman and Journal Square. So allow yourself for some extra travel time today. So once again, let's point out the overall view of your mass transit map, right? So PATH trains, as we just told you, delays here from Newark to World Trade Center. And what we've been seeing the past 2 days here with your Metro North trains, if you travel on the Harlem line, they're doing some repair work on the tracks. So only your northbound trains right now will be skipping the Williams Bridge. So expect some possible delays there. Now, New Jersey Transit, that's running on or close to schedule. Also want to point like you and you all at home, I'm sure. This doesn't, though, unfortunately. 7 trains. Just told you about that work train. Service now suspended here. This is between 34th Street into Queensboro Plaza. We'll let you know when that does clear out. Also, switching issues affecting here the other lines. We do have some issues to report here. Told you a little while ago we had a work train that was stalled and the 7 trains. So now we're seeing a service.
Mom of 3 reached out to Pix 11 for help. She said that she has had heating problems since the beginning of the winter. It is so cold in her apartment. Her children are sleeping in winter coats. Monica Morales now has this story. 7 a.m. with Dan and Vanessa starts right now.
Thanks for joining us right here on the Pix 11 Morning News. I'm Vanessa Freeman in for Betty Wen.
Yes, I'm Dan Manarino. Happy to have you here. That was a great song, by the way.
Yeah, what 90s movie was that in?
Oh, boy. I know this
It's
answer.
on the tip of my tongue. I know Ben knows.
I know it's Cheap Trick. It's a 90s.
Speaking of things to do, Americans still have a chance to win a pair of massive jackpots in 2 different lottos, okay?
Yeah, so if you win both the Mega Millions and the...
I was reading, though, that one of the $1 million winners, a restaurant giving free meals to those in need.
Rossville family.
Let's take a look at some of your top stories that we are following today, starting with an update.
Andrew Cuomo is continuing his State of the State address today with a plan to boost the state's economy this year in 2021.
Yeah, he wants to legalize online sports betting as part of an option here. Pix 11's Rebecca saw some of the losses in the economy. Resolution going strong if you made a resolution.
If you do, well, you are in luck. The New York Mets' iconic mascots, Mr. and Mrs. Met. I love this color. The color gray, it is here to stay.
My whole house.
Family comedies never go out of style, and that is why the Goldbergs keeps Pix 11 viewers laughing. We're catching up with actress Haley about her life on and off the screen. Stay with us.
She's so great.
Yeah.
I'm on a turtleneck now.
Are you done with that book?
There is one tiny little chunk that I need to read.
Yeah,
I borrowed
Slide it this way.
I borrowed it, so I can't give it to you.
Well, hi, neighbor. Can we borrow that?
It is exactly my name.
Yeah.
Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Dan.
And a new hat.
And a new hat. Wow, the possibilities.
Family's
10:44. Yellow is anything but mellow.
Yes, it's
Very nice. So embrace your gray.
embrace your
Embrace your gray.
Throw in some yellow.
Throw in some yellow.
Magic. And have a good blending brush. Someone once told me if you have a
blending.
good blending brush, you can make any color pretty much work.
Okay, and your
blend it
hair?
out. For your eyes, for your
Oh,
makeup.
yes, okay.
For the hair, you need a little more specificity,
Okay.
but you can pretty much cheat the system. with the
Okay,
blending
things
brush.
I understand more. Cake cutting will never be the same again. I saw this. I'm obsessed with this.
I haven't seen it yet. I cannot
Wait till you see it.
This is a new viral trend that is changing the cake cutting game. The only thing we're mad of is that we did not think of this sooner.
Genius.
The video next.
Genius. What better way to have cake than to celebrate a birthday, Ben?